Ryzen Phoenix, our Jedi, and then we have Rick here playing Deebo Patel, our mechanic.
Howdy, howdy.
Last week on Scum and Villainy, so we got off the planet after discovering the light side orb. You ended up on a starship, a space station. You refueled after a conflict with the clone troopers that were patrolling looking for somebody. Probably you.
Fun times.
They had your ship all set up and ready. You escaped with a whole bunch of stuff and somebody's hover lift because you never bothered to bring it back.
Whoops. Oh well.
Okay, so while we didn't go through all of what we needed to at the end of last session, we are going to go to our downtime jobs. Our downtiming. Well, actually, I think first, before we can do that, we need to set up our ship that we are on. So, let me open up our ship here so everyone can see it. Okay, here is our... Oh, pop out for me so everyone else can see it, because we want people to be able to see as we do this. Okay. And because I'm getting a whole bunch of notifications here, let me just mute my phone. And pump. Okay. We now have our ship up on screen. So we are going to start with the ship and crew. We got the crew creation. So, we start out with we're going to just end up starting off with a start answer for the simple fact that that would have been probably the closest thing that you would be starting off with, because a Cerberus or a Fire Drake isn't exactly what you'd be looking for. So we're going to do Star Dancer, but we are going to have to do some minor changes. Ship modules. Hull. Okay, so we are going to change these smuggling compartments here, because why would you be smuggling?
Why not?
And we are changing those to the crew quarters. So everybody has their own room.
Yay! Yay!
Okay, so to explain crew quarters, you can sleep anywhere, but crew quarters are actually meant for it. Crew quarters afford privacy and comfort in a domain where such things are luxuries. Also, you don't have to share, and you know the first mate snores, so Ryzen snores, obviously.
Yep, I sure do.
Alright, and then we also have our cargo hold. It says enough space on a ship to carry a moderate cred earning shipment. Cargo hold is evident when the ship is boarded, and no special precautions are taken to hide its contents. Alright, as far as our engine modules go, this will be our... We call it a jump drive, but it's actually going to be our hyperdrive because we are not using the base for that. because we are not using gates. This is our normal hyperdrives. So hyperdrive is a special engine that you can activate to transport or to fly through hyperspace lanes. Duh. Okay, so let us go. Your ship begins with 2 cred. Alright. Those represents the remains of the crew savings from adventures acquisitions of the ship beforehand. Okay, so here is where we're going to do a small thing here. We are going to choose the reputation that you should be kind of striving to in your missions. Because anybody who comes onto your ship would normally see this as as that kind of ship. If you were, say, the Slave 1, you would probably be considered brutal. While the Millennium Falcon would be either savvy or ambitious. So the options that we have are ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, strange, or subtle.
We just pick 1 or 2?
You choose one. Or you can create your own if that would make it better, but you guys kind of need to decide what you're wanting to do as far as your ship goes. So
I'm partial towards daring or savvy, but
okay.
what would you want?
Nate?
I'm up for anything.
You're trying to go for a reputation here. You can't be up for anything.
So what were the choices again?
Because you weren't listening the first time, I will say this one more time. It is ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, strange, or subtle. Or you can create one of your own that fits a better adjective or a better verb. Or no,
How about rebel?
Rebel. Rebel is not a reputation. That's more of what you are. So when somebody talks about your ship, you would consider yourself what? Or people should think about your ship being that. Because you also earn XP when you bolster your ship's reputation of being that.
Let's go with savvy then. Is that what Rick was voting to be?
That was one of them, but you should probably discuss why you think savvy would best fit you guys, so we can, kind of go together here.
Well, our playstyle, I like to talk, and I'm guessing you like to fight.
I do. Is the ship supposed to show up in the when you click it? Is it supposed to show up?
No, I showed it so you could all see it, but you certainly don't have access to it.
Yeah, it's like we don't see anything. We just
you
see.
don't see anything at all?
We see.
I don't see anything at all. I just see the ship under my character. It says bio and info and it's blank. That's it.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
That's why I was trying to look for the ship and I couldn't see nothing.
Dang it. Mouse, come here. My mouse is not participating. All players. Save changes. Now can you see it?
No.
In
No,
your journals?
I mean, I see the ship, but
Yes.
it's in. I opened it. It says bio and info, and it's just blank. There's nothing there.
Popey snot. I guess I'm gonna have to do that.
Give us access.
Yep, I'm gonna have to give you access. How about now?
It's loading.
I'm going. Yep. Character. There we go. Okay, I see it now.
I see character sheet, ability attributes and abilities.
Start
Go to
answer.
the
Yep.
Character sheet, because it's kind of like your character sheet. Okay, so out of all of those, Rick, you were talking about two of them. What were your two?
I mean, my particular playstyle is more daring or savvy,
Okay,
but I mean, I want something that'll mesh well with both of us.
right. Okay, Nate, you believe savvy is better? Why do you think savvy would be better than, say, daring? Nate.
I'm looking at what it says for each one.
What it says for each one?
I'm seeing like what it says, that there is something that explains what each one is.
It doesn't.
Well, daring, my character is a bit daring as of the way I've been playing him, and yet the ship could be a little bit savvy in looks. I mean, it doesn't matter, but if his character is daring, from what I've seen, pretty much with the ship move last game, that was pretty daring, and the way I play my character, I think daring would kind of work for both of us. So
Yeah, I think daring fits better.
Okay. So our reputation is going to be daring.
We take risks.
we do.
Give us your cargo. Give us your cargo. We take risks.
Okay, so we are going to do a we'll call this a Corellian Republic class 325 freighter. All right. So since you guys are kind of setting this all up as well, what does what does it look like? What's the kind of look and feel of the ship on the the exterior? Just brief description, nothing like big, like one word with a comma kind of thing. This is
Modern.
I'm sorry?
Modern. Kind of has that. You walk in, kind of has that homey kind of feel. Kind of looks like a portable house, I guess you could say.
A portable house. Did we see those very often in Star Wars? I mean, we can.
Every ship is a house.
Yeah, every ship pretty well is a house on that one, but
From based on what I've played on the that new Star Wars game that came out where you play as that kid who's a Jedi and he gets that ship. I played that, and between the Millennium Falcon and the Ebon Hawk from KOTOR, I'm kind of looking like relaxed, kind of a relaxed feel, kind of like a when the Millennium Falcon has the area where they play the that Monsters game, has like a little ring cushion seat with the table, and then you have access to the quarters, kind of like a living
chest?
space. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's accommodating.
Maybe with like a little like a little plant nursery on it or something like that.
That is not how you spell that.
Couple plants. Kind of like.
Okay, you're getting too deep into it. Like one word kind of things to help.
Relax.
Modern or homey? That's what I'm trying to think of. Not just a piece of junk. When you walk in, it
So it's
kind of be like relaxed.
You're comfortable.
Yes, comfortable. Accommodating. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Have anything else that's specific about it? Outside, inside, you know.
So, do we get to? Does it kind of look like the Millennium Falcon in a way? Is that kind of what
No.
the ship is, or it look like the Flying Triangle?
No, it's kind of like the Imperial Star Cruisers, or not cruisers. The Imperial transport frigates. If you saw there, a lot of times these are like boxy. You know, they got the 3 wings and the wings would come up kind of thing. But this is your guys' kind of setup, so you need to kind of make it your own.
Okay.
It is not a. It is not a. What are those called?
Can it be in looks of kind of like what the Sith Interceptor looked like?
Interceptor. Let me.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's really small though.
The Sith Interceptor wasn't that small. It was actually. It's about the size of the ship, but a crew of 3 could operate it and had some nice room inside.
So we're kind of a long ship.
Yeah, be a bigger version of that, pretty much, the way I was thinking.
Okay, well, that's all fine and everything, but we still need we need 2 more things that are, you know, to kind of give it a round out kind of feel to it. I just need 1 word kind of things. What would? I mean, we can just
Right
leave
now.
it at accommodating, and we can go from there. Because
Let's see,
trust me,
accommodate.
when we get Veld in here, Veld will talk through you guys.
I meant to say the Sith Infiltrator, not the Interceptor. I'm sorry. That's what I was thinking of.
Still kind of small as far as a cargo ship, but regardless. So, I'll give you 1 more minute here to kind of decide on anything else that you want to add into it, because I'm not going to put Sith Infiltrator as one of the looks.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I'm not gonna say Sith Infiltrator. That's but
You just put Sith. It's fine.
Yeah, because that's what we're becoming, right?
First, so you look at that ship like, I don't know, but I'm getting kind of a Sith vibe.
Seems a little Sithy to me.
A little Sith.
Rick, please throw in anything else that you're wanting to.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I want to lean towards industrial, but have a kind of or grungy.
Kind of like in the way that it looks.
Yeah.
We could put like well worn.
Yeah, well worn.
Okay. Anything else that we want to add to this before we close this up and move on to the next piece?
And this is just about the way it looks or feels.
Yeah, just kind of the general vibe that you get from looking at it. Because if you look at the Slave one, it's unique. No.
I'd go with
Go.
unique.
Go. Well, I mean, it's unique in its design because of the way that it's set up. It's unique in certain other ways. Well, we'll come back to this here because we got some upgrades that we can add to this, and maybe that will also fill out a piece of what you're wanting. Okay, so we do have, since we have 2 in the hull, and we have 1 in engines here, we also have 2 more ship upgrades that we can do. We can put it into engines, hull, comms, or weapons. Now, depending on what you're wanting to do, we can do different things with this. To give you an idea... Where is... Okay, so the hull modules. You've got, like, the airlock landing bay kind of thing. So, you can have, like, inner space boarding proper. Because a lot of the smaller ships, you didn't have those. You had drop the gangplank here. That's what you got. Then we also have the option to have a smuggling compartment for the hull. As far as the engine modules go, you have afterburners, which allow you to do short bursts of speed, which would allow you to obviously outmaneuver. You've got a gravitic field generator, which is like your gravity well. You've got a cloaking device, and then of course you've got your jump drive there. As far as the comm modules go, you've got fake transponders, so you can play different ship signals, or you can use powerful recording of sensors to act as echoes, so you can transmit distress calls and such like that. Long range scanner, which gives you a long range communication. A Nexus link, which we'll call the HoloNet link. A quantum encryptor, which will encrypt your comms and data. And then you also have a targeting computer, which will help you when you're firing weapons from it. And then finally we have our weapon modules here, which you've got a coherence cannon, one shot until the ship is repaired or recharged on ships smaller than capital ships. Although it's incredibly deadly, but then again, it's also not legal. You've got the option for grappling hooks. You've got your particle cannons, which are your typical, blue and green, red, blaster bolts. You have your proton missiles, or your what I think that's what they're called. And then you've got a mining drill, which is a high-powered energy drill that would allow you to essentially dig through a ship. So you could go up to a capital ship and literally cut through the front, and then it opens up into, you landing in their ship. So these are the ones that we have for right now. We can change some, we can add some. We just need to kind of get an idea, because you have 2 upgrades that you can add to it.
I mean, I would like some kind of comms.
Well, you do have comms.
Yeah.
It's just you don't have long-range comms. But we can put long-range comms on there.
I would like long range comms. That'd be cool. Better than having a.
How many of these do we get?
You get 2.
2.
So one would
Long
be
range
taken away.
comms.
Okay, so you want.
What do you say
long-range
about a
comms.
cloaking device, Rick?
I mean, I don't think we'll need it immediately.
Or weapons? Photon, or the blasters? That way we can at least defend ourselves.
I mean, I hope we don't have to fight in our ship, but
Yeah.
because if we do, I can't pilot. Not very well. Do you have
I
any
can't pilot
pilot?
very well either. I have pilot, but I can't. I don't have I have 1 rank in it.
Yeah.
Which is more than your average bear.
hmm So I mean, if it comes to ship combat, we're pretty screwed anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, cloaking device wouldn't be bad.
You want me to
or
do-
that one that allows you to send different ship signals if we need to do it.
Yeah, the false whatever.
Yep. Between those two are my vote. So whatever you vote for is what we can do. So either or. I'm for either or.
Smuggling compartments would be hull upgrades.
Yeah, it would be another hull upgrade. So, what would you like to add your last dot into?
What about engines? What were some of the engine ones?
Engine was the afterburners, which gives you a short burst of speed so you can outmaneuver. You've got your gravity well, you've got your cloaking device. Those are the ones that you don't have currently.
And gravity well, which one is that? What does that do exactly?
Creates a large gravitational field extending ship to ship. It's basically like a tractor beam.
Oh.
And because you're not a capital ship, obviously you can't pull ships back out of hyperspace.
Right.
But you can have a tractor beam. And it can be used to grapple or tow things. So, if you ever
I
watched,
vote for the tow cable.
you want the tow cable or do you want the gravity field generator?
The gravity field generator, you know.
Okay.
That'll work.
So we're going to put the engine module in, and we will put, it is a tractor beam. Boop. Okay, so we've done that part. So next thing, you may instead choose to improve your crew quality, but it will cost you 2 creds, and you will owe folks that helped you improve it. So, in your crew ship upgrades, that would be what you're looking at there.
Cruise ship upgrades. What are those?
Down.
Oh, okay. See down here. Yeah.
Yeah, down at the bottom there.
So we can get 2 cred or debt.
You can get 2 cred. And you can either have your 2 cred or you can improve your crew quality. But it'll cost you your 2 cred, and you will owe the folks that helped you improve it. A higher crew quality refers to the quality of gear and equipment of your crew. You're able to take on more powerful factions on equal footing, and therefore can handle harder jobs more easily because you have the equipment. After you decide what you want to improve, The GM will tell you about the faction. Okay. Which will end up changing how you work with them, and if you decide that you want to have a you want to improve these, you can technically use these as another option here. They've got other options added into it. So, like if you were to take Lucky Charm, right? Let me pull up Lucky Charm here. Where is it? Crew training, ship upgrades, crew gear. Crew quality. Oh, never mind. That wouldn't. Well, I mean, technically it would be, but you would either buy gear, auxiliary, or you could do the ship upgrades here, the cruise ship upgrade.
So we would spend our 2 cred to get 2 dots somewhere in this.
Right. It would give you another. You would give. It'd cost you your 2 cred, and then you would owe the folks that helped you.
I mean, false ship papers would be nice.
Okay.
Especially since we got wanted criminals on board, you know.
Good point. What's dark hyperspace lane maps?
So these are some of the more privatized hyperspace lanes that you wouldn't see, such as you find a way to get from let's see, what is a good area there. Where's my star map? Must be under my pictures here. Where the hell is it? There it is. Okay, so let's say instead of having to take the, the hyperspace lane that leads all the way out to Ryloth, you could actually use a jump between Naboo and Ryloth that people didn't really know about.
Nice.
Because, of course, anytime you're on a hyperspace lane, there's this just magnetic pull that helps you not only conserve fuel, but also move faster.
Gotcha. But does this stuff go under auxiliary and ship gear as well, or training and crew gear?
You can buy
Okay.
gear.
You looking at false ship papers, Rick?
I would like one of them to be false ship papers, just so
I'm with you there.
the ship that's registered to Jeddah isn't, what we're driving. Because this is your guys' ship, right?
Yep.
So false ship papers would be one, and then
So you're going to spend your 2 cred on some false ship papers?
We just get the 1.
Well, you can well, that really depends. So your false ship papers will cost you a cred. Okay? But you have the option to just pay them the cred and be done with it. Or you can owe them, or you can stiff them.
No, I'd like to pay them.
So you want some false ship papers then? You agree with this, Nate?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Would you like to keep your other cred, or do you want to go ahead and use it?
Let's go use it, Rick. Let's pick something else here. Armory or shields?
You can't afford shields.
Oh, okay.
You could have an alien pet. You can also get your... you can get training facilities out there too, so don't forget that.
Training.
Because, yeah, that will help you to train up during your downtime actions if you so choose.
Where's the training facility? I don't even see training facility on there.
It's
down
underneath
below
the science
auxiliary.
bay.
Yeah. So you can train on insight, prowess, or resolve.
Oh, I see it.
Or it has a personal one, which, you know, that's up to you guys on how you want to do that.
Insight, prowess, or resolve. We can do some prowess training.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you have a basic gym setup then.
Don't surprise if I bring my work in there.
That's fine.
You said prowess, alright, you've marked that. Alright, and I believe... Oh, no, you need your special ability.
Okay.
Which you get 1 special ability. You can read them up here. You've got the getaway, which you get a additional one die whenever you are... whenever you scramble or helm to avoid capture or run a blockade. You gain a +1 cred for smuggling or delivery jobs with the cargo eye. You gain potency when repairing your ship while in space. And if you spend a gambit on the rig roll, you instead gain 2 instead of 1. Which potency will upgrade your effect. Leverage, your crew knows how to pull strings and cash and favors. When you lay low, instead of rolling, you can take -1 stress with a faction, or better, reduce your wanted level. So basically, that gives you the ability to, you know, hey, I know this guy, and, you know, he's going to tell the Empire that he saw you, you know, a couple of systems over instead of where you're at. Just passing through, during payoff, you take -1 heat. When your heat is 4 or less, you get a +1 to deceive people when you pass yourself off as ordinary citizens. And you still have 2 downtime actions, even if you're at war, which with any faction, which, you know, can be incredibly useful if you're, you know, walking around and for some reason people have been starting to look for you.
Yeah, you know, some weird reason.
Yeah. Then you have home cooking, which allows you to get the home cooking as a vice. You spend 1 cred and a downtime action to cook for everyone, and everybody can lower your stress by using home cooking. Because you all sit around and you eat, and you don't have the issue with the, you know, baby alien crawling out of your gut.
Nice reference.
It's just how we eat it. It's just how we eat it.
And then the last one, you got problem solvers. Each crew member may add 1 action rating to helm, rig, or scramble.
No, the action rating. What's that exactly?
It's essentially a die,
Oh, okay.
which I don't know why it says that.
Because you had an action rating. Gosh.
Or if there's something else that we want to add in, we can definitely make that as well, but that's up to you guys.
I would like field repairs, but that's more specific. Just passing through or problem solvers would also be good.
I like.
You sure
I'm up
do.
for any of those. I'm not much of a repair guy. That's you, Rick.
I know, and I want to be able to repair the ship in space if we need to.
And we could get that for you since you're the mechanic.
Yeah, but we can also do problem solvers to add 1 action rating to helm, rig, and scramble. That'll help us pilot. It'll help other people do repairs and help me repair. Or scramble to run around. So,
Yep.
I mean, that adds to everybody.
Gotcha.
So I would say either just passing through or problem solvers.
Oh, you don't want to
Let's
eat
do
home cooking?
I do. I do want to eat some home cooking. And if anything, I'm going to be the one cooking. So get ready for some greasy pots and milk. That's what you heavy milk and greasy pots. That's what you're going to be.
All right. Oh man, I'm up for problem solvers. That way we get That way you get an extra die, and scramble is running, right?
Acrobatics,
Running,
right?
parkour,
Acrobatics.
such. Okay, so you take in your problem solvers. You have no cred. All right, so we've done all of that. Okay, so I'm guessing you just paid off both of your training facility and everything.
Yeah.
What, you don't want to stiff somebody for giving you a whole bunch of stuff like you did on the space station?
We can sell that stuff.
He just left his repulsor lift. It's not my fault, all right?
He told you to bring it back.
I'm sorry. I'll pay you back someday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry.
All right.
Finders keepers.
And as you guys go, you can earn more by earning XP. in your ship, or by spending cred to build more pizzas to your ship.
Awesome.
Can we just like Borg it up just to simulate other ships and get those parts?
So you want to do what I did in the D20 game, where I take a cruiser engine and put it into a frigate?
Yeah.
It'll fit.
Well, modification, it works.
There's that alien race in Star Trek. I can't remember what they're called, but that's what they just steal technology from other races. That's all they do. They don't invent anything on their own.
Okay, so the ship creation is now done. Now we move on to downtimes.
Yay!
Okay, so because we are still running off of Republic credits, you're not going to have to do the payoff upkeep. Because you didn't do a job, and you're not having to pay upkeep. System quality plus crew quality, we'll have to adjust that because we're not running in those systems. You do have to add heat. I do need to add heat, and I'm going to have to do it on another option here because I'm not seeing the heat option.
Heat is on.
It is indeed.
Heat is on.
For right now, we'll just type it in the notes here. Empire. Okay. I'll have to make up a special one here. So, you have taken one heat, which is smooth, quiet, and low exposure. Obviously, the more that you make yourselves known, the more you're going to draw heat on you, especially as you do more expansive jobs to keep yourself going. Heat also runs like stress, and if you get heat that rolls over, it becomes wanted levels, where people will work with other groups to put out bounties on your head, if you will. And you will gain what they call entanglements.
Fun times.
Yeah. All right. Downtimes. Okay, so we have several downtime actions that we can do while we are doing this, and I can guarantee that both of you will want to do at least one recover. Because you are
only a little hurt.
Yeah, you're only a little hurt. Okay.
Just a few burns. It's fine.
Now, one thing that will come into play later, you can take 2 actions during your downtime activities unless you are at a point where you cannot actually do like a full downtime kind of thing. You may also expend a cred to do an additional action, or you may spend a cred after the roll to improve the result.
Okay.
So basically you're going to move it from a fail to a success but complication. A success but complication can be moved to a success, and a success can be moved to a critical success. So just something to keep in mind.
All right.
All right. So during through the downtime activities, you have acquire asset. You gain temporary use of an asset, a contractor, a vehicle, a special item, or a service. This could be used to get information later on down the road, to find somebody who has a specific asset that you think you'll need down the road. You can get a special item or a set of common items for the whole crew. So if Nate just decided, oh yeah, I'm totally going to teach you how to work a lightsaber today, we're going to acquire a special item.
Just give me a stick. No.
Alright, the next one is craft, which, Rick, I'm assuming you're probably going to end up doing at some point. You build an item you study schematics for, and you'll be able to, over time, craft it, saying that it doesn't take too much time. Otherwise, we'll set up a clock, at which point you'll be researching and working on this for multiple times and rolling crafting every time that you have downtime actions.
Nope.
Okay, so then you have the option to indulge in your vice and drop your stress down. Whenever you indulge in your vice, you will roll the lowest of your... You'll click indulge vice, but it will roll the lowest of your attributes, whether it be insight, prowess, or resolve, which it looks like both of you are going to be resolve.
Yeah.
At which point it will take the highest number and reduce that much stress. You can spend other things, such as you can spend your cred to get an extra die. You can spend cred to improve it to an extent. Well, I guess really the only way you'd be able to do that would be add an extra die for that. Alright, so lay low. If you want to reduce your crew's heat or one level in a system, you can easily reduce heat by 2. If you're wanted, add segments to the wanted section, and you'll roll for that one as well. A long-term project, which is kind of like your crafting, if it's going to be a massive project, or if you're wanting to do something a lot more long-term, like researching a special artifact, investigating a crime, establishing someone's trust, courting a new friend or contact, changing your character's vice, so on and so forth. We can technically add in, if you want, we can say that you can use a long-term project to reduce trauma. Because at 4 trauma, your character is gone. They just don't feel like they can handle living this life anymore. So would that be something you guys would want to do?
Wait, we can to figure out a way to reduce trauma?
Yes.
It would be done through a long-term project, which I would probably say would be like an 8 or a 12 count clock to add into that to reduce it. And that's saying that you don't take any trauma in the meantime, because once you've taken 9 stress and you hit that trauma, your character's just like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm out, and you bugger off for the rest of that mission. So, all right, so that was your long-term.
How many
project.
downtime actions?
Do what?
How many downtime actions do we get?
2. 2 as long as you got the time for it. Then we have the recover action. You seek treatment or harm. A crew member can roll their doctor action instead of reducing your crew quality by 1. Roll crew quality -1, which right now your crew quality is, I believe, 3. Yeah, your crew quality is 3.
And I have a doctor.
You do. So you could roll doctor action instead, whenever they take it, and they will tend to your wounds. Or you can choose to treat yourself, but it will cost 1 stress to do so.
That's fine.
1 stress, treat myself. Oh, yeah, I was going to ask, where does force healing come in at?
Refresh.
Refresh?
Yeah, that's the closest thing you're going to get to it.
Okay.
Human body's like an engine, right? I can just, replace parts. It's all good.
Okay, so when you've received treatment from the recover action, clear all level 1 harm, which is your less effect ones, which neither one of you have currently.
I have them steamed.
That's level 2 harm.
Oh.
If you have harm remaining, advance your healing clock on your character sheet, which is down here at the bottom. It takes 6 to remove that. So, you guys are still going to be... Nate?
What?
You removed something from your fucking sheet.
I didn't remove anything from my sheet. I just...
You did too. You had a level 2 harm.
Dude, I didn't touch my sheet. I just got onto my sheet and I was looking at it. I haven't touched anything.
Uh-huh. You had a level 1 harm too. I know you did.
Dude, I did not touch my sheet, dude. I haven't touched anything. I've been working on the ship, dude. I literally just got in my character sheet.
I'm just gonna mark it like that because I don't remember what the thing was. Oh, no, I don't want filter keys. Okay. I know I saw it on there. Anyway, according to your recovery roll, crew quality, you add to your segments there. Even with the best roll, healing wounds take time. Remember to add +1 to your die if you enlist a crew contact to help. So if you have a crew contact, which would be under your ship sheet, which we can easily add a contact there if you so choose. When all of your healing clock is filled, remove all harm. If you suffer further harm before you finish healing, reset your healing clock.
Yay.
Yay. The Stitch has a special ability that they can doctor someone to temporarily relieve the effects of harm with a successful action. The treated PC ignores all current harm penalties for the day. Okay, so if your character becomes lost when overindulging in their vice, they leave play for a while, a few weeks of in-game time or more. When they return, they will have healed any harm they had. You may also voluntarily choose for your character to become lost, maybe to play a different PC while that one recovers, or you'll miss a few sessions. So, just something to keep in mind for level 2 harm. It's nasty.
Well, great.
Gotcha.
3 harm's even worse.
Well, good.
And then you've got 2 more. You've got repair. Whenever you repair, you take time to buy the appropriate parts, oversee major fixes to your ship. If you repair a crossed wire or sparking oscillator, you just need a rig roll. These kinds of repairs fix battle damage and bring your ship's bring back your systems from the brink. When you take the repair action, spend 1 cred and clear 1 damage on the ship.
Well, we don't have any cred.
I know. That's what we're going to hopefully fix today. And then the last one, train. Whenever you spend time in training, mark 1 XP on the XP track for an attribute or playbook advancement. Take a moment to tell everyone what the training looks like, what you're doing to sharpen these specific skills. If you have the appropriate crew training upgrade unlocked, mark +1 XP, so a total of 2. And You can train a given XP track only once per downtime. So, technically, if you do training, you could do training and use one for your playbook advancement, which is down there at the bottom, below your starting abilities. And then because we have the prowess training facility, you could also add one to your prowess. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes?
Yes.
Nate?
Yep.
Okay. So, steamed broccoli. Nice. Now, remember, you guys don't have the negative one die yet. You require 2 harm for that, just like you would require 2 level 1 harm to get the less effect. However, once you take a level 3 harm, you need help. You're incapacitated. You're broken and bruised and damaged. You can push yourself with the level 3 harm. However, you're taking stress on top of that. Anyway, so we've already gone through our options. You get 2 downtime activities while you travel through the stars here. What would each of you like to do? I'm assuming
first things first, we both need to get healed up by a medic. Second thing is we need to reduce some stress.
Yeah, you do. So we're going to do a recover action.
Yep.
Okay. Since you don't have cred.
Well, I have to fix the ship, so.
You have to?
I broke the coolant line.
You're gonna have to refill it. Yeah, I mean you're not gonna be able to hyperspace for very long before it overheats.
Well, will that take a downtime action to do that, or?
You absolutely can. All right. So
Thank you, Rick.
Are we going to add a contact for a healer?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So, which contact do you want to get rid of, and we will change it?
This is on the ship, right?
Yes, on the Star Dancer ship sheet.
Hey, Rick, you take care of that. It's not letting me load up the ship again. It's being stupid.
You want me to get rid of one of the contacts?
Yeah.
You're going to trade 1 contact for a medic.
Until I get refreshed to heal us.
Get rid of the tugboat captain.
Okay. And why don't you give me a brief description of what you think Hania is? Hanii.
Yanni.
Hiani? Sure.
Well, is that going to be our healer?
I mean, we can change the name. It just depends.
Let's see.
Do you want to do a full name change and everything?
No, Yanni.
Yeah. Yanni, male or female, or does it matter? It's gender neutral.
Depends. Would you try and do something illicit with an Ithorian?
I mean, in shit game, I'm good.
That's funny.
I like to indulge my vice.
I don't know if it was Ithorian. I was just putting something out there.
That's funny. It's all good. No, it's a Twi'lek. It's a Twi'lek chick. There you go.
Oh, make it a Thorian.
You want an Ithorian?
Heal me with your throat songs.
Sorry, I play KOTOR a lot.
Beautiful FIFA. For going all Kotar on that one.
Yeah.
Now the question is it a force user or is it just a your back alley
I would say back
doc,
alley. I would say back alley doctor.
Okay, so we're not going to go with like a more reputable doctor. We're going to go with a back alley doctor.
Yeah.
What back alley? That sounds kind of sketchy.
Yeah. It's also, quiet.
They don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions.
Okay. So now that we've done that, crew member can roll their doctor action, clear all harm, according to recovery roll. Add a +1 die if you enlist a crew contact to help. Okay. So you're going to go here. Can I roll crew quality? Yes, you can. So if you're going to what the hell? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go into the ship.
Done.
And you are going to click on crew.
Okay.
And then you're going to choose -1. Or, I'm sorry. No, it's going to be +0.
Wait, where's crew? Oh, okay, there's crew.
Yeah.
Click on crew +0.
Yep. Okay, so you're going to add 4 in your healing progress. So down there, you're going to move it from 0 to 4.
Yay.
Okay, so Nate.
Yes.
Are you also taking the recover action?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you're going to open up the ship sheet.
Alrighty.
In the top left, you'll see crew, and you're going to just type. You're just going to click on the crew letters there, and then when it pops up with the display box, it will say plus, and you're just going to add 0 because you're also going to be using your doctor, your back alley doc.
What are you doing?
He doesn't know.
Click on
I don't know.
Click on where it says crew. Just click on crew.
The letters of crew.
Yeah.
It's not working.
I'll do it for you. There you go. Boom.
All right, Nate, move your progress bar up to 4 on your sheet.
Okay.
You desperately need,
Oh, now it works. Stupid.
you desperately need a laptop or something.
I do. My daughter dropped my phone and fucked it up today, and it's the background light went out, and I got a nice little fucking digital bar in the middle of my damn sheet.
Oh.
Nice. That's what otter boxes are for. It's okay, Nate. I
I
will take
have
care
a-
of adding your 4.
Okay. Thank you.
Does this healing come with full release?
Do what?
Does this healing come with full release?
Almost. It's edgy,
damn.
so.
This is the fucking worst.
It edges you. That's what it
God.
is.
God, I hate this doctor.
Okay, so we've done your initial recovery, so we move back to our second time downtime action.
Well, if the ship is going to require a repair to even get anywhere, I
Right.
guess my second action will be repair. I can,
Alright.
I'll take some more stress. Who cares, right?
You can. Alright, so... Okay, so you're just going to roll a rig roll for that.
Okay.
And it is going to be a controlled roll because you are not having any issues, and because you're not having a huge amount of time wasted, it will be a great roll or a great effect.
All right. And we do have the problem solvers. Adds 1 action rating to Helm, Rig, or
yes,
Scram.
yes, you do. I'm sorry. Actually, it's standard. I'm sorry, not great.
Damn. Dang it, I lost it. Where'd you go?
So you're going to add +1 because of your problem solver.
Controlled. Standard. +1. Hey, hot damn.
All right. You got a critical. So not only did you figure out how to do that, you've actually improved your ship's ability while you're using Helm whenever you're going into hyperspace.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Yeah. If only it would heal these broken hands.
All right, Nate, what is your secondary action, which I assume is going to be Indulging Vice?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click this for you because apparently you can't access much.
I got it. How many dice do I get?
You just click the Indulge Vice button.
Okay, do I get any bonus dice to it at all?
Page 190. When you indulge your vice, you clear some stress from your stress track. Explain how your character indulges in this vice.
Playing some cards.
Okay, a gang member, friend, someone on board. More than likely, since you had to stop and talk to your back alley doc anyway, you've stopped on another world in which you have taken time to do that. Let me... Am I super quiet? I'm
No.
sorry, Corey. I didn't know that I was being super quiet. Let me see if I can enhance my audio here. I appreciate you telling me, although I didn't get the notification until just now. Boop, boop, boo. Filters. Let's add a little bit more gain to this and see if that helps. Is that better, Corey? I was at 10:13. He may not be still watching with us. Anyway, my audio levels sound or look better at least, so we will we'll go from there.
He says much better.
Did he?
Yes.
Okay. You know, you can also just type into the stream chat here, which will pop up on our screen if you'd like. We can see all kinds of nice things that you say about us.
Do I get any bonus dice, Mike, to my Indulge Vice?
Find out how much stress relief you're gonna get. The vice roll is like a resistance roll in reverse. Worst attribute, it's their weakest. Make an attribute roll. 1 die per lowest attribute rating. No, you don't. 6. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You clear all of your stress.
Nice.
And you don't overindulge.
Nice.
So, now that we have done that, I'm going to lower this out here. Let me pull up our trusty map. So, you ended up out in Coda Station.
Alright.
Where you have found yourselves low on credits, and you are at the point where you might have to do something about that, even though you are very much being hunted by your pursuers of the Galactic Empire. They don't seem to have any presence out here, but at that same point in time, it only takes a little bit, and they could be right there waiting.
I'll turn these guys over so fast.
I
They kidnapped
don't
me.
doubt it. So, it's been a little over a week since you had to bounce out of the station that you were on. And hungry bellies, dry throats, and the last bit of your fuel being added to your ship has started to make you feel a little stressed here. So, what exactly would you guys be doing out here on this? As Master Fogg, of course, is sitting on the ship, meditating, like he does.
I'd probably be overly stressed, working on trying to fix the engine.
Oh no, you got the engine fixed.
Yeah, I'm just, now I'm freaking burnt. Haven't had a chance to relax.
Your doc wonders why you look like you look like a Tusken Raider right now. Face all damaged up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Whatever you say.
I'm guessing we were trying to get out of system, trying to make some distance.
You've moved out of the system that you were in. But you're starting to feel that pressure where your stomach isn't getting full on the few bits of Nutribars you're getting.
Well, we need money.
Want to take on a job?
I mean, I guess. Thought I was already on the job, but guess I'm not getting paid.
Considering all that's happened, I don't know what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I know what's happening. I'm not getting paid for this job.
Guess we're all gonna have to stick together now. Work together as one.
No, I'm not wanted.
Guilt by association.
Goodbye. What is that? I'm not the one that tried to overthrow the government.
I don't think that's true. I think that's a load of bantha fodder.
I mean, maybe you didn't, but your organization might have.
Something doesn't seem right here, anyways. All seems sketchy. But anyways, if we do end up getting caught, they're probably gonna take you down with us for aiding and abetting. That's the way they'll probably look at it.
I should have just walked away when I was there.
Who knows? You might get off scot-free.
I just kind of huff away.
Okay.
Is there any way we can check for local jobs?
You can always check for local jobs. You just gotta go to the right parts, and it's never the nice parts that usually have the jobs.
Well, I'm used to not so nice parts. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and locate some work.
Okay.
I'll go with them. See if we can't team up or find separate jobs in the same area or whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking for listings, like people looking for jobs. I'm staying on the ship. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, you're
If
just gonna
more jobs.
you're searching the system off your data pad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it takes you a minute to locate the right channels to go through. Let's see what we have available. Well, there is a cargo job. It's gonna pay 3 cred, which will give you some money in your pockets. And it will go ahead and fill your it'll go ahead and fill your ship as well.
What's the cargo?
The cargo is building materials that go to a weird little mining system way out in the outer rim, almost to the outer reaches of the outer rim. You get coordinates, but you'll get coordinates, I should say.
Okay, so we don't have coordinates yet.
You don't have coordinates yet.
Ugh.
But it is building materials, it says.
What's the kind of payment? Is it cash on delivery or what?
You will get you'll get your 3 cred expense on the way out. Once you pick up the materials.
So the materials aren't here on planet?
They're not, well, you're not on a planet, you're on a space station.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you will meet you will meet the cargo, and they will transfer the cargo to you.
Okay.
They do also have some that are going to be on planet.
Well, cargo run doesn't sound too bad, depending on what the cargo is and where it's going. Sounds pretty simple to me.
If you continue looking, it looks like there is a bounty. A bounty job. All of the specifics are low, but they say that it is a decent paying credit job.
Well, I mean, bounty's not me.
Okay, so you're not even gonna let him decide on that one. Got it.
I mean, if he wants to go bounty hunting, he can go bounty hunting.
I think the delivery job is probably right up our alley.
Okay.
I mean, what does the bounty hunt pay?
It says a good amount.
A good amount. Okay. Well.
Yeah, where the cargo goes. Oh yeah, totally. This is how much we're paying, and you're going to a outer rim system near wild space.
Near wild space, great.
Yeah.
Then yeah. And let's get some more info on this cargo run.
Okay. You tell them that you're interested, and they send you a area to meet in. It is the Direxy Construction Company. As you come in, you have a human secretary who asks who you are. You let them know the information that you have, and she asks you to take a seat. The boss will be with you shortly.
Are you coming for this meeting, Nate? Or are you gonna stay?
Yeah, I'll join you.
So after about 15 minutes, the woman tells you that you can go through this door here, and as you walk up to it, the doors slide open, and you see a Celestian with multiple data pads piled up all over his desk. He's got a computer terminal built into his desk, and he has like little shreds of like paperish type material laying all around, just kind of covering everything. Disorganization to the max. As you walk in, it is a very basic office. It is slightly rounded. There are no major luxuries other than what looks to be like a small drink cart. Sit down. As there are 2 chairs in front of his desk.
Awesome.
Yeah, sure. I'll if there's any papers in the chair, I'll just kind of brush those off the chair. Take a seat.
It looks like most of the disorganization exists on his desk and slightly off the side of it.
Alrighty.
I'll ignore the disorganization for now and just sit down with a smile on my face.
All right, so you're here about the cargo job. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Excellent. I've been trying to get this off of this area for a little bit. All of my guys are just being absolutely useless, running spice from place to place. I've got a whole bunch of things going on. This whole new Empire thing is totally wrecking everything. I had a perfect setup, and now they're coming in and changing things up. But anyway.
Oh yeah, sure.
So I gotta request. I gotta get a bunch of this building material out into this little outer rim place, almost out into wild space. There, it's a mining planet, and as far as I can tell, there's like almost nothing there. So, as far as I remember, the trade guilds used to set up out there, mining and all that, and trading, and you know how they do. Anyway, so look, I can give you, this 30,000 creds. This will get you started. It gets you working for me. And if you need any help later on, I probably could find something moving along in this area. Or, further out. I got some contacts out there. We can definitely work out some more jobs in the future if you're interested. But,
yeah, of course.
As long as you got a ship, you can carry a bunch of cargo, it's fine.
Right. You run any kind of insurance or like repairs? Like if we got repairs mid-ship from some kind of, hazard, how do we take care of that?
That's on you. I don't cover any expenses beyond just fueling up your ship to make sure you can get there.
You don't. There's no hazard pay, no repair pay.
Well, I expect you to be able to handle a simple enough job. You go there, you drop off the stuff, you're paid. Hell, I'm paying you up front. You want to talk
Right.
more, hazard pay? Trust me, I got some work in the core worlds that'll definitely pay some hazard pay, but nobody wants to be going up to the core worlds nowadays.
No. You're right. What's coordinates? Where exactly are we going?
So he rattles off some coordinates, and you can definitely tell it's in the southern area of the known galaxy. Are you pulling out a data pad to pull some of this information up? Okay. So you're getting your information here. Go ahead and give me a rig roll, please.
Okay. Standard or a risky controlled despot?
You're in a controlled setting, and it's standard. Okay. So you're not using probably the most effective, but you're definitely seeing that it is just off of the Corellian trade spire, and what was this other one here? And the Hydean Way, which is would lead to the lower ends of space, the lower ends of the southern part of the Outer Rim. Some of the areas that you're more familiar with around here would be like maybe Bespin or Triton. Those would be the ones that you're more familiar with down here. Celeste is actually down there as well, but it's where you're going. You're further south than any of these anyway.
I have R3. I'll give the coordinates to R3 and start plotting like the best course. And if he can pull up any information about it, cool. If not, then I'll try and look up information on my own.
Sure, yeah. You pass the coordinates on to R3. As R3 calculates, he tells you that it would only take 2 jumps to get through there, and you should be able to get there on the fuel you have and still have plenty of fuel left to get a lot of places. So if he fills up your fuel, yeah, you're not gonna have to you're not gonna have to worry about fuel until you start reaching further out from here, because it looks like it'll only take you about a day to get to where you're dropping off.
Okay. That's 3 creds for not a long trip.
As I said, I got somebody, but I got no guys. I gotta pay good money to get the creds there, to get the equipment there. Can't build with nothing, right?
All right. Sure. Let me just consult with the rest of my crew here, and we'll get back to you very shortly.
Alright, I'll have my guys on standby. Just send me your dock information when you agree, and I'll send the information over. No problem.
All right.
As I'm assuming you get up to start leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He immediately goes back and starts like digging through different data pads now, trying to find something, and you have no idea what, and apparently it doesn't really look like he does either.
I like the way you put that. All right, so we're walking out the front door, and I guess we're kind of talking amongst ourselves. So what do you think, Deebo?
I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward, but anything on the outer rim rarely is. So,
You're in the outer rim, by the way.
yeah. Hey.
Knowing our luck, it's probably spice. That
I mean, it could be. It could be building materials. It could be legitimate. We have less chance of running into the Republic or Empire, whatever.
the
Are they,
Empire.
are they calling themselves the Empire, or
Yes,
is it the
they have
Republic?
now become the Galactic Empire.
Well, we have less chance of running into Empire troops or whatever out in the far reaches. So I mean, I'm all for it. It'll
You
get
want
us
to check out
further
that
away,
bounty
and
hunter deal? You want to check out that bounty hunter deal too? See if it's on the way out there.
I mean, like I said, it's all you. If you want to check it out, I'm not a bounty hunter. I fix ships and droids.
I'm up for the delivery job. I'm up for that. It's easy, quick money right off the bat. Ain't gonna track anybody down. Huh. So, want to go talk to
You go talk to the bounty hunter guys. I'm gonna set up this pickup and delivery.
all right.
And
Are you going to set that up? That we will do that. This bounty hunter thing's on the way.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you get the information for it, and if we can, I mean, we're gonna do this delivery in one day. We're gonna get there in one day.
Is that a 24-hour one day, or is that like a within 12 hours?
You would probably take time to rest between pickup and delivery.
Gotcha.
So it's probably it's going to be less than 24, but it's going to be more than 12.
I hear you.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So
Then I will go to the bounty and see what the bounty is and see where it's at, if it's on the way or not, and figure out why it's paying so high.
All right. We're just gonna take this opportunity to get a drink.
okay. So you you head down into into one of the Pazak dens, which you instantly start getting that itch to play some cards, but you remember I have a mission. I'm looking for a specific person, and you're looking. You actually are looking for a Trandoshan named Caldor Rex.
Caldor Rex, alright.
So you're in a Pazak den. They of course have, you know, drinks and such out with a bar and everything. So how are you going about finding your Trandoshan?
I'm looking around.
There is a set
See
of
if I can-
there is a set of 4 and then one off on his own.
I will go. What was the name again?
Caldor Rex.
Caldor Rex. I was the one on his own.
Okay. He doesn't seem to have a small group of other, you know, unseemly people near him. But they don't actually seem to be talking. They just kind of seem to be sitting around and drinking, and 2 of them are playing a game of Pazak.
I will grab me a drink and head over.
Okay. You head on over, and as you get close, what are they called? Oh man, I should know this off the top of my head. What are the four-armed guys? The two-armed guys who have like the really long arms.
Doug?
Yeah, Doug. The Doug looks up as you get closer, and he speaks in a language that you're pretty sure is Hadese. You're not terribly familiar with the dialect, but you're pretty sure that's Hadese. As two other individuals, one a human, the other a Deveronian, look up, and the Doug seems to be like moving his arms around a little closer towards his waist. The
Gotcha. I'm just...
The Trandoshan does not look up at you.
I walk up with the drums, drinking my drink.
Mm-hmm.
Got no weapons. I got my hands out. Pretty much like not showing any hostility or nothing.
Uh-huh.
I kind of nod at the Doug, and get like a friendly kind of nod. Keldor Rex, I'm looking for. Hoping I'll get the right Trandoshan here.
At the moment that you bring up his name, the Doug kind of like eases a little bit. He still seems on edge. Yes, I am Rex.
Mind if I have a seat? I'm here to talk to you about your job.
The job. Yes. Let's
a certain bounty.
Let's not talk somewhere so open.
Fair enough.
So as you and the Trandoshan stands, he kind of walks you towards a bathroom kind of area, and as he kind of like looks around, he points to the door. After you.
I walk in. On guard.
He walks in after. He makes sure that nobody else is in there, and then he takes a small slicer card and locks the door up.
Gotcha.
So you're interested in the pickup?
Yes.
So what's it worth to you?
Needing some credits to get off world and to get where I'm going. So I figured this would help me a little significantly, and I can kill two birds out with one stone.
Sounds good to me. So I've got this Rhodian, and he seems to owe some people some money. And that Rhodian needs to be taught a lesson. Now, I don't require you to do anything unnecessary, but if you have to rough him up a bit, I won't mind him coming in a little damaged.
All right.
So he's been hanging around Now Hutta. He seems to be trying to get on the graces of the Hutts. But the Black Sun really needs him to come back home, if you get my drifts.
I get your drift. Completely understandable indeed.
So, you're not gonna be the only one on this mission. And I suspect that you may not even be the one who gets the bounty. But, should you pull this off, I can see a good amount of credits. Say 60,000 credits if you bring him in and he's not roughed up enough to do anything that he could do for us. So make sure his hands, his eyes, and his head are all proper.
Alrighty then. So he said he's hanging around Now Hutta, huh?
Yes.
Anywhere in particular on that system I should be looking?
Not sure. Could be out on Now Hutta itself, out in Nar Shaddaa. That's on you. You're the one hunting.
Alright. And what is this individual's name?
I'll give you a data pad on him if you think you're up to it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely up for it.
Excellent. So you're gonna go collect him. And then you're gonna bring him on down to Loran's system.
Loras system. Alright.
He extends one of his meaty, clawed hands out to you.
Shaking a hand. I'm assuming it's a handshake.
Yup.
Alright, I shake his hand.
Okay. Sounds good. Come on with me. As he slices the door back open, as it looks like somebody's been standing out there for a minute, as they kind of like rush past you. This is probably not the first time he's done it.
Someone's doing the pee-pee dance, pretty much.
Yep.
Alright.
As you walk back out, the human actually has a little pack that he pulls out a data stick for a data pad.
Okay.
He's like, "You got something to plug this into?"
Yes, I do.
Then he just hands you the stick. Of course, payment on delivery and condition.
Completely understandable.
He goes over and he sits back down as he just kind of like waves his hand at you to brush you off.
Alright. I'll take my leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So I head back to the ship to find Deebo.
Okay.
And I give him the stick. Like, this is all the information on the bounty. There's multiple people on the bounty, so it's pretty much first come, first serve. They want him back on. They want him taken to the LORAS system to return him there. He's around Nar Shaddaa or Nalhutta. Those are the search areas. And Mike, would I know who the Black Sun is?
It's a pretty well-known criminal syndicate, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, yeah, the Black Sun wants him. 60,000 credits to return. Return him a little roughed up, but unharmed. As long as he's in one piece, a little roughed up, a little scuffed up, if he resists. But 60,000 credits, we get him back safe, pretty much.
Sounds kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Just a little dangerous.
But if it's on the way there and we happen to run into him, hey, if not, get this delivery done and then go search.
I mean, we get this delivery done, and then if you want to go looking for this guy, we can.
All right.
R3
like
pipes up and is like, yeah, that's like 4 jumps away from where we're going.
Yeah, it's pretty far out of the way.
That's fine. With his delivery first.
So you already contacted the guy to pick up the...
Right. I already contacted him, make sure.
Okay.
Get the cargo hold prepared for the pickup and get fueled up and all that. Get ready to go.
Your fuel is already paid for when you're get set up. They do bring several large crates that have the mining company logo insignia on them. They don't appear to be locked, but they set them down in your cargo hold.
Well, I look at I look inside.
It looks like different kinds of nuts, bolts, rivets, construction material. You do see an industrial welder.
Yeah, probably building some kind of camp or some kind of
whatever
mining.
Yeah, whatever you're doing, it's going to deal with a lot of metal, a lot of welding. From the actually, give me a rig roll, please.
Hey. I'm guessing I don't get to add in the ship for this.
No. This is just a general knowledge roll. Yeah, controlled standard.
Boom.
You're looking over this, and just these nuts and bolts. They seem a little off to you, because these are for like heavy heat resistance. The industrial laser has a compensator for heat as well. It looks like whatever they're doing, they're going to be building whatever this is either in high heat or to go into high heat.
Okay.
We're going Mr. Far. All right.
So can we get a rundown of where we're delivering this to?
One of the droids that brought you the stuff, which is a construction droid with the overcompensators in the arms and everything like that. He said the coordinates are, and he rattles off the coordinates again.
No. Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted.
Exactly what you wanted.
It is exactly what I want.
But yeah,
Do we have
everything.
any kind of
everything about this seems to be with the amount of materials that you have and the equipment that you end up getting, and it fills your cargo hold. And you still have another pickup outside of the station.
Another.
Yeah, you have another pickup to hold outside of the station. But yeah, all of this stuff seems to be high heat, heavy resistance, and a lot of it is specialized for like deep core welling. So you'd be like pulling out like magma from the inner part of a core. You'd be dealing with extreme heats, such.
Okay. Fair enough. Hopefully we will be, dealing with that.
All right. So, what are you guys planning on doing then?
Rigging this cargo hold to where we can actually play a game of Tetris here and fix it up to where we got some room for our next stop, and then get some food, some grub, and stock up on some supplies that aren't damn Nutri-Grain bars.
Okay.
Well, we don't have real money yet.
Yeah, you do. You have 3 cred, which
Oh
goes
yeah,
onto your
they
ship.
paid up front.
Yeah, he paid up front.
Hmm.
So I will put 3 cred onto your ship here. And you can start distributing that however you so choose, or you can leave it in there for the vault. But anyway, you have 3 cred in which to, you're not gonna burn through the 3 cred getting like basic necessities. It's when you start like preparing for longer periods of time that you're gonna have to worry about, then you're gonna have to start focusing on that. But then again, you're also whenever you do your upkeep, that's part of it.
So the cred goes towards upkeep and all that you said.
Yeah, your ship cred goes towards upkeep. Because you're gonna do your system quality, which is your if you're in like the core worlds, you're going to be seeing higher system quality versus the outer rim where the system quality is low. You can they say 10,000 credits, and people are like, that's my entire life. And, I can't afford that.
It's crazy. Anyways, back to my conversation before I give Deebo the flash drive they gave me. That way we look up the information on what they're wanting done.
Okay. I'm going to do this real quick because I'm going to start using this instead of the normal credit system here that everyone knows for Star Wars. The equivalent of a 2 cred job, a minor job enough to make it to next week, which is kind of what you took. 4 cred is a small job enough to buy like a hover bike. 6 cred, a standard job enough to buy a small vehicle or a ship module. 8 cred, a major job enough to buy important ship parts, and 10 plus cred, a treasure trove enough to buy a small ship of your own. So.
Oh, okay. So the job we're on is
it's a 3 cred job right now.
Yeah.
It's a small job. What they were offering Nate was at least 6 cred for his bounty. But anyway. I just wanted to state that beforehand because I'm going to stop using large amounts of cred and just go, okay, this is the cred that you get.
Fair enough.
Anyway, you said you were doing something, Nate?
Yeah, I'm checking out what's on this flash drive.
Okay. You put the data drive in, and you get the information. You are picking up a. Did you? I had everything written out in your notes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And
Oh.
you changed it.
You fixed it?
I'm gonna have to change the name now because I've forgotten it already. Okay. So you're picking up Gendili Alm. It is a Rhodian. You have a pickup somewhere in the Nalhutta system, and you're going to be delivering him to Laurans. No information is really given about who he is, but you do get a description and a picture of him.
All right.
And, I mean, if we capture this guy, we don't really have anywhere to put him.
Well, you're going to be offloading all this stuff off first, right?
Yeah, but I mean, as far as we don't have any cells or anything, we just got a cargo hold.
Yes, you do.
I guess we could just tie him up.
I mean, you know, if you don't have room for actual bunks, you can make hammocks, or you can just tie them up. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay, so how are we going about this?
Well, my main focus is just delivering
Okay.
what I need to deliver.
What was that exceptional success you just rolled for, Rick?
It was the
It was-
rig. That was for knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, a critical success. That's awesome.
Yeah. He got a critical success. That's why you could tell that all of this stuff was made for, like, deep core mining, heavy heat, everything like that.
I got you.
So, what are we doing?
All right, it's, I guess going to the next pickup to get the rest of this delivery job stuff so we can get on location and get this stuff unloaded.
Okay. So, okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, we get everything prepped to go and make sure we're stocked up and ready to go.
Okay. You guys having Master Fog fly, or is Ryzen gonna fly?
I've only got one pilot. If Master Fog wants to fly, he can fly. Otherwise, I'll attempt a pilot roll.
You don't have to attempt a pilot roll unless you're in some kind of thing that you would need a pilot roll for.
Well, then I'll fly then.
Okay.
If he wants to rest and take a break and continue meditating.
Yeah, he's been doing that a lot lately. He seems almost troubled.
Okay, I'll tell him I'll fly to our next location. So I'll have R3 assist me,
Okay.
coordinates wise.
All right. So you get the nav set up, and as you go out, you see a large Corellian Corvette that seems to have a huge amount of infused Durasteel that, once again, you can point, Deebo can point out all of that stuff in these large slabs of metal sheeting, all made for that same high heat, high pressure situation.
Alrighty.
So
I mean, on as far as the information and the coordinates, I want to know what kind of planet this is, or
yeah, at this point, it is no surprise you are going to Mustafar.
Mustafar. Is that the lava planet?
That is the lava planet that the old Trade Federation used to run out of. Your Revenge of the Sith and everything like that. Yes.
Is our ship going to need any kind of special shielding, or?
It shouldn't. You have a basic version of Durasteel, which is why, you see a lot of ships go in and go through atmosphere at high speeds, and while they get kind of dinged up and tore up, the basic shielding on these is well enough that you can get into a high heat situation like that. Now, if you're going with the atmosphere and then you have the air pressure and everything like that on top of it, yes, you're going to see, if you were to crash down on Mustafar, that would be one of those situations where you would need something else.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if our ship's good to go, fingers crossed nothing terrible happens,
All right. So you guys begin making your jump, and you make your first jump at over to the what is it called now? I just had that up too. I can't believe I closed that. All right. You make your jump over right into the Corellian Trade Spire there, which leads all the way up into the main core world area. But out here it comes down. And as I said, you're pretty close to Bespin right there when you make your first jump. Your second jump is a little more difficult. Because you're moving from just beyond the mid-rim touches into the outer rim proper. Because, you're right on the edge of that mid-rim. And moving out to Mustafar, you're not going to be able to follow the trade route unless you want to add, another 6 hours to go down and then come up the other trade route there.
That sounds like fun.
So, you have the option. You can either add 6 hours to your trip, which you would end up in Terminus, which, if anyone makes, a Walking Dead joke, that'd be hilarious. But
No.
or you can do a straight jump across, and which will cut down your time, but also you have that possibility of hazards.
I vote for straight across. I believe in our captain, right? our pilot.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
You're good, man. R3, I believe in your plotting skills. We're good. We're great. Let's go straight.
Alright, straight jump it is then.
Cool. Roll me a fortune roll, please.
Hey, fortune roll, gotcha.
Yeah, we're daring for a reason. Where's fortune at? Oh, roll fortune. Got it. Okay. Number of dice.
you will get 1 die because it's a basic fortune roll. If you choose to do anything else, you're welcome to. You can spend a gambit, you can push yourself, or you can get the assist. Which technically you can say that you can get the assist from R3.
Yeah, I'll take the assist from R3.
Okay, so
Oh, I
you'll
thought I
have
was
2
doing
dice.
the fortune roll.
So you have 2
Anyone.
dice from there. You do also have a gambit that you haven't spent yet, because at the beginning of every session, getting. I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna save that gambit. Saving the gambit. I don't wanna... All right. Boom. Input value notes.
Navigation.
Navigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you fly through. I am going to say that you have to burn a little extra fuel because you have a you've got this large. You get the warning ahead of time, and you pull out of hyperspace to see what used to be a completed Jedi Republic ship that has just been torn to shreds. It looks like people have been here at some point and have actually like tore it up worse, but it's just kind of like, you know, dead floating through space.
Want to go check it out? See if we can get anything off of it.
Rick?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm muted.
Well,
I was saying we don't have, even if we find anything, we don't have room for it. So I'd say save the coordinates and come back if we want, or maybe sell the coordinates to somebody else. Yeah, it looks like someone's already scavenged it.
can I get a tune roll? See if there's anything glowing at me on that mic.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
It is a controlled roll.
A controlled roll. All right.
It is a controlled standard roll because you are in no risk for this situation.
All right. Controlled
Uh,
standard.
Are you adding any additional dice?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna stress myself out on that.
Okay.
In case I might need it.
Are you able to roll it, or you need me to? Nate.
I got it.
Okay.
Standard.
Yep.
No bonus dice.
Nope. Awesome. So as you reach out to feel for the force, you are instantly overcome with wave upon wave of like sorrow and despair and the feeling of the feeling of impending doom and death upon you. As you stand upon the bridge of this Jedi craft, you see clone troopers running about as a Trade Federation ship, or an ISC ship, is just gunning you down. And as you feel the bridge begin to break, you feel the air pulled from your lungs, and you drop to your knee, and as you can just you're grasping onto the little bit of life you have, you see all these people around you that you have formed bonds with, this brotherly camaraderie that you have, as you watch them trying desperately to help you, as you feel the darkness close over you, and you and you feel
Pretty much.
you feel the actually, I'm not gonna do that. You feel that just like complete despair as everything goes black for you. But Deebo, what you see is Ryzen standing there, and as he kind of like puts his hands up, and you see him doing that thing that he did before, where he kind of feels out, and you see kind of that meditative state that Master Fog tends to stay in. He suddenly like gasps for air. His eyes fly open, but they're like cataract over, and as he falls to his knees, he takes like ragged breaths and then falls to his face and passes out.
Great.
I turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit.
And there's probably tears in my eyes as well.
It's like, I'm not a doctor. Chest compressions. Okay, chest compression. I start trying to give him like chest compressions, and
He seems to be breathing just fine.
oh, okay. Yeah, I roll him on his side. Fog.
You hear the door to his area slide open, and he walks down, and he's like, he must have touched the death that was out there. Take him to his room.
What? What does that even mean?
He feels what they felt in their final moments. The death that surrounds that ship. The heartache, the pain. I can feel it, but I didn't reach out to touch it.
Why the hell would he do that?
He is still young and still learning the ways.
I can't. I grab him by his arms and start dragging him across the floor. Jedi bullshit.
Master Fog sees you struggle a little bit and uses two of his arms to grab his legs and help you hoist him into his.
Like drag him to his quarters.
Yep.
Like roll him on his side, throw a blanket over him. He's fine, right?
He will be.
Okay. Well, good. And yeah, I go back to it. Like, all right, well, huh?
On to the mission at hand.
Guys, fuck you.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
Oh man.
All right, so you get to Mustafar, and of course, nice big red and black planet, all volcanic-y, because that's a word now.
Yep, sure.
Volcanic-y.
So as you start to make your way in, you have a more specific coordinate now onto where you need to go to drop this off. And there's a point that makes you feel just uncomfortable as you see like these almost spire type cities trying to grow out of this world, but they look all like what is distressed. You know, a better majority of the areas here just look like they're uninhabitable.
Yep, seems like a pretty awful planet.
And you do eventually see a landing site that has been set up, and you see more of these sheets and more of the boxes with the guild information on it. And at that moment, Ryzen, you hear this like disturbing sound of ragged breath, like right in your ear, as if it's like sitting right beside you, inches away from your ear.
Kind of like the Darth Vader type heavy breathing.
Exactly. You wake up in cold sweat, and the innermost part of your spirit feels cold, even though you can feel the warmth around you from just the ship intaking the external heat. Now, Brick, you obviously will know that you'll need to put on a spacesuit if you're going to be spending any amount of time out here.
Right.
Because obviously this is not built for it. I mean, you could stand maybe a half hour at max, but to offload all of this, all of the equipment that they put on here, it's going to take a lot longer.
Man, I'm guessing we have. I mean, are we supposed to unload it, or are they unloading it?
It looks like you have a specific drop point for the steel plates, but it looks like they have people out there in suits that are using hover lifts to move stuff down ramps and place it. You are not the only ship here. There are at least 10 ships here, and you did see one other larger cruiser that seems to have a lot more material on it that ships are like ferrying back and forth from.
Well, I guess we'll start going in. Try and contact them to say we're coming in for a landing.
Yep, you give the information, you give the clearance code, everything like that, and as they kind of direct you where you need to go and place down your steel plates, they tell you to come on down to this specific docking part of the area, and use the hover lifts available to remove your cargo.
Oh.
I have a very bad feeling.
Why do you say that?
I'm feeling extremely uneasy right now. Let's just get this stuff loaded off and get the hell out of here.
Sure. I mean, is there a line, or are we the only ones here right now?
No, you have a specific spot where you have been designated to go and where to put all your stuff.
All right.
We have our
bring us
own
in.
hover lift too, don't we?
You do, but they've also offered hover lifts, so.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a couple. Just that way we can use the one we got and use a couple of theirs.
Okay, Nate, are you also going out to help?
Yeah, I'm staying close on the in the cargo hold. I'm loading up and then let him take them out. Loading up, let him take out. My character after going through this shit, I am feeling extremely uneasy, and after just feeling the Vader sounds in my ear out of character, I'm freaking the fuck out. Right now, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this shit off and get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Why?
Are you
So
going
I'm
to
pretty
put
much
on
in my kit.
Are you going to put on a spacesuit as well, or are you going to just stay in your normal thing?
Yes, I'm going to put on a spacesuit as well because I'll be going off the ramp. I'm not going like any further than a few feet from the ramps. I'll help like load and take them out, load, take them out, load, take them out. That's about it.
Okay. All right. So you begin setting up your unloading and everything, and you have a another human there who's kind of overseeing. There is a couple of Ugnaughts, your miniature pig people, that are
I mute
working.
them if I can.
Do what?
I mute them if I can.
Well, I mean, they're not really talking to you. They are essentially there for the work.
Yeah.
Your human the human guy comes out and basically tells you what you need to do. You need to unload all of your stuff. You need to verify with the cargo list, and then once you're done, you're free to leave.
Oh, okay.
As you're doing this, can I get you both to roll me a study, I guess?
Study, alright. I have controlled, standard.
Yes. Well, it's it's controlled standard.
Okay.
Nathan,
Dang it.
you may roll a tune.
A tune, awesome. Sweetness. All right.
It is
I'm like
risky
getting all kinds of phone
standard,
calls and
however.
messages right now. It's fucking freezing up everything.
You roll. You're gonna roll a tune, but it is a risky attune and standard.
Risky and standard. Gotcha. Any bonus die?
If you're gonna do anything about it,
Nah.
okay. Awesome. So, you notice this. You notice somebody who's walking around in a assumed spacesuit, but he has this really odd mask on. It doesn't look like your normal spacesuit mask. It is mostly white. It almost looks droid-like with how form-fitting it is and everything like that. And you feel that coldness kind of well up in you. And at that moment, you see him as you push down. You push the next thing down the end of the landing pad, and he kind of perks up and like looks over to your ship.
Fuck me.
And he begins, he follows up with the human overseer here, and begins making his way over to your ship.
Sweet.
Deebo notices this person that, once again, looks quite droid-like in like how his armor or like his spacesuit is set up, and the mask is not your typical space mask. It looks more decorative.
Does the Imperial March start playing as he's walking over?
No. As he begins walking towards your ship, he is not going right to you, Deebo. It seems like he's heading
towards your landing pad where Ryzen has just kind of like, I'm assuming, scurried back up to fill the next hover lift.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's like I don't think much of it. I'm like, hey, it looks pretty cool. Cool outfit. It looks like a droid. Stylish.
Stylish. Okay.
So I mean, I'll go up to meet him. Whatever.
Oh, you're heading up to actually go talk to him as well?
Well, I mean, is Ryzen going to talk to him or?
No, Ryzen seems to have scurried back onto the ship for the next load.
Oh, okay. I
But
mean,
he
if the guy's making his way over here, then yeah, I'm gonna go meet him.
Okay. Well, okay. So you're moving your stuff over to the area to the like drop area, if you will.
Yeah.
But he is making a beeline to your landing pad. So either you're going to have to like drop and rush over to meet him, or you're just going to have to like stop what you're doing and make your way over to meet him first.
No. I mean, if he wants to come talk to me, he can come talk to me. Whatever. That's
Okay.
I mean.
Okay, so he starts walking up the landing deck, and there is a distinct sound that seems to resonate within the ship now. Ryzen, you hear it. Deebo does not, because it doesn't seem to be echoing like it is in the ship. As you hear the steps walk up to the top of the landing pad and stop. Ryzen, what are you doing?
Yes. Continue loading up these parts. How many? First of all, let me ask, how much more do we got?
You're about halfway done. Your cargo
Halfway
holds,
done.
actually maneuverable at this point.
So in the calmest voice, I'm like, all right, boss, loading up another load coming down.
Okay.
Excellent. Your
I'm feeling
assistant.
the pressure from him. And I'm just sitting there like, it's not the good type of pressure either. Oh, shoot. So, yeah, I'm just continue loading up this, the hover ramps that I have available.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just continue loading them up.
Okay. So you finish loading this lift up, and I'm guessing you're taking it back. You're taking it back to Deebo?
Yep, taking it back to Deebo.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm pissing, guys. If you hear it, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, just mute yourself real quick, and then tell me when you're back, and we can finish up from there.
All right. All right, heading back now.
Okay, so you get back to the top of the ramp where you heard him stop, but there's nobody there. Deebo, you saw him walk up the ramp, but you don't see him, like, standing in the ship, but you see Ryzen coming up to the top of the ramp now.
Okay. What's going on?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, just trying to get this stuff loaded up. It's a little too hot for my taste here.
Okay.
So, all right, got this ramp, got another one loaded up, and then get another one loaded, and then we can get the paperwork signed and head out for a few drinks.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
So,
I'll try and hurry the unloading process.
so Bryson, you bring it down to Deebo. Deebo, as you grab it and turn to lead it off, you feel like almost a cold wind. And then Ryzen, as you turn to walk back up with an empty hover lift, you see him standing at the top of the landing pad inside your ship.
Looking at me, or is he looking in?
Oh no, he's looking straight down at you.
As I push the ramp, the loading hover lift back up, I asked him, "Are you inspecting the parts and making sure everything's here?"
You can say that. More of inspecting the crew.
Is there anything we can help you with?
No, not really. More of just getting to know who's bringing me my parts for my masterpiece.
That's my boss, Deebo. Name's Neo.
You seem uncomfortable, almost fearful.
It's been a long trip, and this planet is a little too hot for my taste, and I'm ready to get these things unloaded, get somewhere cooler, enjoy a few drinks.
Of course, Mr. Jedi.
Did he just say, out of character, did he say Mr. Jedi?
Yes.
I kind of look at him kind of like, I'm trying to play this off as best I can. Kind of look the puzzled look. I'm like, I'm sorry, come again?
Don't try and hide your emotions from me. I can feel them as you can feel mine.
I am feeling a little bit uneasy. I don't know if it's the heat of the planet or not. But since I got here, I've been kind of not feeling so hot.
That would be...
No pun intended.
That would be most likely from the feeling of pure power that I'm creating.
Are you one of those Wuji sorcerers that they talk about as well?
I am not one who can
I'm
be
trying to play this
defied.
off, Mike. I'm trying to be calm and collected as possible.
I understand.
Just tell me when I started.
You're fine. I am not one who would be considered a sorcerer, but an architect. One who creates with all the power. All of the universe shall bow to me.
I get down and kind of bow to him, like, all right,
Deebo, you'll notice this at this point.
and I kind of bow to him and as in all right, sir. I like to have kind of like one of those noble type bows like that the nobles do.
The low standing bow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Start making my way
Because
back.
I am a noble. My character is a noble, so I kind of do the noble bow to him. And my lord, I have a lot of work I need to do. Is it mind if we go ahead and get this finished up and That way you have all your parts.
You may. I appreciate your help, Jedi.
Any help I can give.
With a slight tilt of the head, you feel almost this unbridled glee as he walks past you down the landing ramp to your ship. As he looks over at Deebo, as Deebo, you have now arrived back at the bottom of the landing pad as he's coming towards you, and of course Ryzen is still standing at the top of the lift after he did that little bow thing.
Right. Anything I can help you with?
No, your associate helped all he could.
All right, sure, whatever, man. It's not ominous. I say under my breath like that's not ominous or anything. Hey, man, what was that about?
I wait for him to leave. I'll wait for him to walk back down the ramp and get pretty much out of sight.
Yep, he walks on.
I kind of like fall on my knees, put like one hand against the wall, and I start breathing heavily.
What was that about?
We need to get these parts unloaded in quick.
Why? Who was that?
I have no idea, but he was. Would I feel the dark side within him, Mike?
Oh, absolutely. It just radiated off of him. Even
Is that with that
Deebo
high
kind of
pressure
felt.
I was reading?
Even Deebo kind of felt an uneasy feel just being near him.
I just thought that was my steam burns acting up and all this heat, I don't know, felt cold. That was weird.
Deebo, that individual was a dark side of the Force user, and he is very, very strong in it.
What's that mean?
Either he's a Sith or a dark Jedi.
There's dark versions.
Meaning a bad individual. And apparently he knew I was Force sensitive, and he kept on calling me Mr. Jedi, and I was playing it off like I know what he was talking about. So, like I said, when you get these parts unloaded and get the hell out of here, if they haven't set up blockades yet.
All right. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
As you guys quickly maneuver the last bits of your cargo hold, you quickly sign for the paperwork and everything after doing a quick inventory. And as you leave, you see him one last time as he stands at the end of this landing platform, just beyond, or like just in front of what looks to be a natural mountain peak, almost a plateau, if you will, that they look to be kind of sizing up as probably the starting area. As he stands there and just kind of like he has his hands out towards the mountain, and you feel that that coldness run through you as you feel the Force being twisted inside of you.
Oh. Is he trying to use telekinetics to like pull the ship or something?
No, he's not even looking at you guys. You just feel that dark, cold presence of the dark side of the Force.
I push back.
Sure, roll me an attune roll. This is going to be a desperate situation.
I'm trying to like shake it off, like push it back, like push the dread back, pretty much.
This is a desperate situation, and it would only have a limited effect.
Limited effect. All right.
You can change that if you choose to push yourself, accept a devil's
will-
bargain, or
I
spend
will
a gambit.
push myself since I have 0 stress right now.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 stress here. I'll go ahead and mark that for you.
Okie dokie.
And are you using that for extra die, or are you using that to increase your effect from limited to standard?
Can I burn 4 and use the extra die and limit the standards?
You can push yourself for either the die or the effect, and then you can spend either a gambit or take the devil's bargain and gain an
I will
extra
spend the
die.
gamut if Ricky allows. If Ricky don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to have 3, or you're going to have your attune with a +1 bonus die, and it will now be
Desperate.
a desperate position, but a standard effect.
Standard effect. Okay. Bonus die would be
1.
1, since I'm getting the extra effect. Okay. Fuck you, dice. Fuck you.
All right, so here's where we have some fun. Don't
Yay.
forget, you can always resist bad results. It just comes at a price of stress. So,
I will depends what the bad result is.
so as you push back with the force, you feel his gaze turn to you, although he does not move. As you see his right hand clench into a fist as you hear a pulse of electricity go off throughout the ship as the warning lights kick on and start beeping as R3 screams across the area, claiming that the hyperdrive has just been crushed.
Son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
So, do you
I
wish
am
to resist,
gonna-
or do you wish to continue?
I wish to. How much stress will I take to resist? Another 2?
You're going to, if you were to resist, it would be a resolve roll, and it is, you would have 1 die to it, and you would take 6 minus the highest result on that die.
6 minus the highest resolve on that die.
Yes, so if you roll a 1, you take 5 stress. But you could roll a 6 and take no stress.
Okay, then let's try this.
Well, let me tell you, I'm pissed.
All right, click on resolve, on the word resolve there.
I know I'm going there.
Okay.
Just it's taking its dear sweet time. That's all.
And you can push yourself again or accept a devil's bargain because you don't have a gambit to spend. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you do have a gambit to spend. Rick rolled a critical.
Yeah.
Nice. So okay. Nice. So I will. Can I use the gambit and the force myself?
You're going to push yourself for another 2 stress?
Yes, and then can I also use the gambit as well? Can I use
Yes.
both of them?
Yeah, I marked your stress there, so you'll add 2 additional die.
Damn it. Stupid ass thing. I'm sorry, Mike. This thing's being stupid. I apologize.
You want me to roll it for you?
Give me one more shot at it.
All right. Because you know all my rolls suck, so.
Yep.
That's one good thing about running this system. I don't roll dice. Okay, so you take an additional 1 stress.
Awesome.
But tell me how you're resisting this. How you feel that pressure come in and try and attack your ship directly. How are you resisting this? Tell me what happens.
With my fudge with the force, it kind of resulted in a small block in his use the force check, and it just kind of barely touched the ship, giving us the warning light, but we get off scot-free because we're going a little too quick for his taste.
Okay, so basically as he reaches out and attempts to crush it, you've placed a you're reaching out from the force to push back has created a small bubble for you to have prevent his attack of the force on you, and as you quickly speed away, he is not able to damage you any further.
Exactly. Couldn't put it better in words myself.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, you take off this planet, and you get into orbit, and you don't seem to have any pursuers. In fact, the only thing you see is another cargo ship going back up to that Corvette or that cruiser and bringing down more material.
Hey, man. I go to Master Fog. If he's in his room, I knock on his door.
Yeah, you walk towards his room, and as you pass right next to the sensor, it kicks open, and you see him there as he is actually like covered in sweat and like focused meditation, not the normal just relaxation.
Okay. I'll wait till he comes out of meditation before I talk to him, and so I ask him what the heck that was.
Before you even ask him, he just responds here. Let me.
That world, that person. Lots of the dark side I sense there.
I've been a Sith Lord, Master.
Perhaps one of the Lords of the Sith. His power relatively weak, but his understanding and knowledge of it strong.
All right, then.
I felt it best to hide myself and shield myself within the Force, so he did not feel that there was more than one on board.
Yeah, well, he actually came up and talked to me, and I was trying not to freak out the whole entire time because that pressure he was exerting was very, very overwhelming.
Indeed, I felt it even here, shielded from him.
So note to self, avoid Mustafar for future references.
What?
While I may not be running, your stereotypical Star Wars running in normal systems or anything, there are things that will be happening within this galaxy that exist within the canon and the legends that will be brought up, I'm sure.
Dude, you had me shaking out of character. I'm like, oh hell, oh hell, oh hell.
But
fine.
Vader wasn't even.
I'm sitting here trying to drink my drink, and my hand's sitting there shaking. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is he gonna do to me now?
But Vader
You
wasn't even
fine.
there.
Yeah, you fine.
So, what are your plans now that you have completed this job? You've signed off. You're paid, and you have.
Well, I'm super fucking pissed because our hyperdrive is crushed.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Wait, what?
I resisted the effects.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. Okay.
That's what that story I was telling about the telekinetic bubble interfering, giving us a chance to get off because we were going too fast.
Okay, good, good. So I was going to be super fucking pissed. So all that happened without my knowledge.
Well, no, you definitely got the warning light, and R3 screamed that the hyperdrive was offline, and then the lights come back on, and he's like, "Oh wait, malfunction."
Nothing. It's like I tapped the dials. That's fine. It's fine.
Just needed to give it a good tap.
Good tap. Yep, that's all I needed. Good old tap.
I'll have to get the mining guild's name again from the beginning of the recording, but you do now have a +1 status with that mining guild.
Hey.
Nice.
And some evil fucking guy.
I think my soul died a little bit.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just happy to escape Darth Vader. Hey, that's a story that not everybody can tell.
That wasn't Vader.
Yeah.
It was who was it?
No, it's just a guy.
It was not Vader.
Oh, I thought it was Vader.
Nah, because you have to remember, Vader would have been in a big black suit. That's the
Was that
only
one of
suit
the,
he can wear.
The 7 brothers and sisters.
We're not that far along yet.
Oh,
Remember, it's only been like 3 weeks since the end of the Clone Wars.
white suit, huh?
Mm-hmm. White suit, unique mask.
Did you get his name?
I don't know who it was, or it wasn't Palpatine.
It certainly wasn't Palpatine. Anyway, so are we good to go ahead and end this session then?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Would it be someone of general knowledge? Like, I mean, out of character general knowledge of Star Wars?
It's expanded, so it's Legends now.
Yeah.
Legends. Alrighty then.
Okay, so obviously you get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, apparently there's some dark version of whatever whatever Jedi are. I don't know.
all right, so we have successfully completed the job. You have earned your cred. So are you leaving all 3 of your cred on the freighter for upkeep and everything like that, or are you choosing to divvy it up amongst yourselves? Because you're going to require at least some cred for upkeep, or you'll go into debt.
I mean, how much are we gonna need for upkeep?
Currently, the area that you're in, you'll need at least 1 cred for upkeep. So you could each take 1 cred and spend your cred on the freighter for your upkeep, if you want to do that, or you can keep it on there and put it into the vault. Well, actually, you couldn't put it into the vault. It would just sit there as cred until you reach the 4th dot of cred, which would be able to mark it into the vault.
I mean, we'll spend 1 for upkeep.
Okay.
At least.
So 1 for your upkeep. That's done. I mean, you could skip upkeep. You just, there's a chance that something bad will happen.
I don't want to skip upkeep.
Okay.
Unless it's an absolute emergency.
Okay. You didn't gain any heat from this job, so. But then again, only one person really knew who you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we each have 1 cred that we can
That's
just
10,000
keep
credits.
or spend towards the ship. I mean, this is all the money we got, and are we gonna try and do this bounty hunt?
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you about that. Let's go for it.
I mean, I guess so.
All right. Well, we're done with this one, so let's go ahead and finish up our last bit here, and we will go into downtime actions. You have 2 if you so choose, which both of you still are going to probably want to do a heal to finish out your healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I need to de-stress. That's what I need. So.
Well, there is no repairs that are needed currently to the ship, so you don't have to do a repair action.
Right.
I've only got 1 stress, so.
No, you don't.
I don't?
You have 5 stress currently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then what happened to that resolve roll I just rolled?
You gained 1 stress from that, and you pushed yourself twice in that.
Oh. All right, then I need to
Yeah.
unstress myself then.
Yep. Okay, so let's start out. Since I've got Nate's character up, Nate, what is your first downtime activity that you so choose?
Finish out healing.
Okay. So you're gonna make your way to another system to go and find another back alley healer.
Yep.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is, because you are not in a system where you have access to your contacts, you can attempt to contact them to get you a friend who might do it, but that would probably cost you.
How much we looking about the cost?
More than likely a crit if the roll doesn't go so well.
I'll just see if I can't find a doctor on the world.
Okay.
Just tell them it's a existing wound that I'm getting the dressings changed out and repatched up pretty much.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a crew roll here, and I'll go ahead and do it for you because you were having issues with it last time. Actually, Rick, do you want to do the crew roll for him?
Yeah, crew roll.
Now, it is going to be at a -1 because you're doing a recover roll. So it's crew
Bonus
quality
dice,
-1, which right now your crew quality is 3.
Okay, so cancel that too. No bonus dice. Boom. Hey.
All right. So,
Show Daddy how dirty you are. Yeah, played. You played. Oh, good job, baby.
and that is done, and you no longer have wounds.
Where's your bubbles at? They go outside,
Rick?
and I came in back. Please be careful.
Yep.
There's radiance in there. And get it from cover.
Do you want to go
All right,
ahead and
guys.
do your harm roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I get?
You are completely healed, except
No,
you still
awesome.
have stress.
Sweet. Okay. I gain stress?
No. You still have stress. You
That'll be
you
my
are no
second
longer-
downtime action then.
You're no longer harmed.
Oh, okay. Sweetness.
Wait, where is that roll?
What?
The harm roll.
You mean for recover?
Yeah, recover.
You're gonna roll on your ship, and it's
Oh, it's
crew
a-
with a -1 die,
Oh, okay.
which you don't have to click it down. You can actually just choose -1 on the bonus die.
It does not give me a -1 option. Oh, you know it is.
Yeah, it's down at the bottom.
Ugh.
Well, you got 3, which 3 puts you over, so you are no longer steamed broccoli.
Yay.
All right. So, Nate, since you currently have background noise, and we're gonna finish this up here. What is your secondary action? Is it indulge?
To release the stress.
Okay, so you're gonna go and indulge.
Yep.
So go ahead and click your indulge vice. Cool. You reduce 1 stress. You now have 4 stress.
Awesome. I'll continue indulging.
You can't. Unless you're wanting to spend a cred to do so.
A full cred?
Full cred.
Ah, damn.
I mean, you've got 2 creds left, and you've already paid for your upkeep.
Yeah, go ahead, roll it for me.
Okay. Removing 1 cred from ship. Indulge vice. Pull it up here. You get no bonus dice. Hey, you got another 1. So now you're down to 3.
Come on, wrap it up.
Congratulations, you have 3. 3. You You already paid that one. Let me make sure whether or not you can do another one. Each additional activity costs 1 cred. So I'm gonna switch over to Rick real quick because I think he wants to indulge a vice as well.
I sure do.
Okay.
Indulge vice. No bonus dice.
Gross.
Nope.
Just gotta wash your hands.
5.
Her hands got food.
Yeah.
So
It's on it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, buddy.
I'm completely de-stressed.
You are not only completely de-stressed, you overindulge.
Yay! I really turn it up.
So, as you have drank and drank and drank, you can take one of 3 actions. You can take a rash action, which you would normally reduce your stash by 4, or if you can't or won't, the crew takes 2 debt. The second option is big talk. You brag about your exploits. The crew gains +2 heat in the current system, which could be very bad. Or you get lost and you vanish for a few weeks and you play a different character until this one returns from the bender.
Okay. Alright, hold on. So, there's nothing in our stash.
No, so you take 2 debt.
I don't want to increase our heat. Alright, let's take 2 debt.
2 debt it is, alright. I'm assuming you guys went, or did you guys end up going to Nar Shaddaa?
That's where we're going now.
Okay. Or Nal Hutta, I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that's where we're going now.
Okay.
Heading that way.
So that's where you've been, working out of.
Turning it up.
I'm AFK for a second, guys.
Yeah.
Figured.
I'm going to mute him real quick. Okay, so yeah, you've spent your you've spent your time now as you've reached Nal Hutta. You needed to take a quick R&R there. So tell me, how do you think you ended up owing money after all of this?
Well, it's probably the dumb bets and seeing a few too many brothels. You know, I really just kind of spent more and more and more.
Nice. So
Or I got drunk and they just kept, giving me stuff and I just kept taking it.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. I got you here. We'll do this here. O's. So you owe Quint Lafino 2 debt for overindulging on tab. So
I promise I'll pay it back.
Yeah, yeah, you better. You're on Nal Hutta.
I promise I'll pay it back.
But as I ask at the end of every session, well, hold on. Let me see if Nate's back.
He's not back.
Nate, are you back? No.
No, he's not back.
I don't want to end before he gets to say his piece here, but I do want to ask, what did you think of this as a new mission? You got a real easy mission, you just had a whole bunch of complications that came up through it.
Right. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't, like you said, it wasn't the most adventurous. Taking some cargo, but I mean, realistically, that's the kind of mission I would like. I would like to lay low and, deliver supplies.
Take those easy missions.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. He's the fighter. I don't want to.
Obviously. Oh, yeah, let's take this
I don't-
bounty. Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. You tell me how that goes. That's all you, man.
So what do you think of the system, though?
I'm enjoying it more and more.
You getting the hang of it?
Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. It's really not too bad. The downtimes I'll have to get used to, and the ship thing. Overindulgence. Like, if I'm not injured or hurt or stressed out, I'm in debt. You know, it's...
Well, yeah,
That-
I mean, that's what happens, is, you know, you
it leads to more and more role-play opportunities, though, too.
absolutely.
So that's always good.
And while I know I have like 2 NPCs in here, I didn't want to, you know, make them your typical DM NPCs. First off, second off, I don't want them to be the focus, because while, you know, Jedi Master Fog is with you guys, he is more of a guidance and a tool to be used, as R3 is.
Right.
And I mean, going through the Star Wars galaxy, which is immense,
Right. Yeah.
I'm really hoping that this gives a different feel, because I'm so used to the like starting out with like the Fantasy Flight Star Wars D6, and then you've got your D20 and Saga Edition and everything like that, and then of course we even had that 3.5 hack that they tried to make. I don't know if you remember that.
I think I remember that one. Yeah.
But I like how it fits.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Okay. But I like how it fits kind of into that very narration-based setup.
Right.
Which also kind of takes me back to, like, Mage the Ascension, which allows a lot of creativity and the power usage, but at the same point in time, you're still structured on a very crunchy system with NPC characters that you have to build up and everything like that. So, Nate, we were at the end of the session here, and as I asked Rick, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
I'm actually really enjoying it so far, man. Like I said, it's new system. The ruling, it's different, but it works out. It's not as complicated as ruling, actual like dice and trying to figure out like what's your use force number or what's your pilot rating and blah blah blah. And I actually like the way the system works.
I'm glad. And like I was telling Rick as well, you know, I'm trying to use the expansive, Star Wars universe, but I'm trying not to keep it all on like, oh, hey, you're on Coruscant. Oh, hey, you're on Nalhutta, you know, all of that. But at the same point in time, some of these places are integral to, like, you know, the whole society of it. So.
Right.
Like what?
But
I already did. I just gave you that.
I'm hoping you're enjoying the system as much as I am. Rick, you said you were enjoying the system. Are there any issues that you have seen so far that you're having issues with, or you like, or you dislike specifically with the mechanics of the system? Other than
I
stress,
think
because you suck at it.
I think the more action will be better. Like next session, if we're going to this bounty hunt, more chances to mess up, more chances to, you know, do amazing. Probably mess up.
Yeah.
So out of character, who was that Force user on Mustafar?
You'll have to find that out later.
Okay.
What's sad is our newest player that's going to be coming in hopefully next week. He'll know exactly who it was when you talk to him, and hopefully he'll actually watch this too, and he'll be like, "Oh."
I hear you, man.
Because I've spent a lot of time on YouTube researching like all these old Legends audio comics and stuff like that, and I'm really interested to see where it all falls. But
I
are
just
you
cool
having?
they can bring in legends.
Yeah. Are you having any trouble, or is there anything specific that you really like or dislike about the system?
Only thing I dislike is the stress track. That's it. That's
It's only because you can't get it
like,
off, right?
exactly, yeah.
I mean,
Like
you do.
in the regular D20 system, it's like, hey, roll a use force, and either you succeed or you don't. And this stress track I'm still trying to get used to it.
Okay, so I will ask first. You do have one cred. You could actually lower your debt to Kunt Lafino to 1, or you can allow Nate to spend it on one more attempted indulge vice roll, or you can hold on to it.
Wait, what?
You have one cred on the Star Dancer still. You could either A, reduce your debt to 1, or B, let Nate roll one more indulge vice and hope that he doesn't overindulge and screw it all up.
Nope, I'm getting rid of that.
Okay.
You on your own?
If it's fair enough, it's all good. I don't mind.
You'll still have one debt, but you won't have any cred.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so just so you understand what ended up happening, Deebo takes off into a bar at some point, and after about 6 hours, the Twi'lek behind the bar is yelling at him, telling him that he owes him money, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll be right back."
I'll be right back.
Because apparently he overindulged and caused you guys to get some debt on Nalhutta.
Just a little, alright? Just a little. It's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
It's all good.
Which, remember, if you stiff him, that can actually add to heat as well, which means that you start getting hut attention.
What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do? Oh, I don't know.
What are they gonna do? Nah, they're gonna do nothing.
All right. Well, I appreciate you all playing, and anybody who actually came by to watch with me. I hope you all had fun. We'll see you next time.
See you next time, man.